Hello everyone, in this video I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Samina Pasha to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Samina Pasha's words. Today we will talk about court matters, as there were many important cases fixed for hearing today. I will tell you what actions were taken in this regard. Along with this, we will discuss a particular paragraph from Imran Khan's tweets, especially where he talked about his family, particularly his sister and wife. We will see how important this statement was. Then, we will also touch on the political activities happening today. There is quite a bit to cover in this vlog, so I request you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now let's dive into the court matters. There are many updates today regarding Imran Khan's cases. 2 cases were scheduled for hearing today in the Islamabad High Court. One case pertains to the restoration of his fundamental human rights, where the petition requested that the frivolous cases against him, filed in various places, should be dismissed as these cases have no basis. The petition also asked that the total number of cases against him should be properly accounted for, and that cases which have not yet been scheduled for hearing should be fixed for a hearing. This petition was filed against the state institutions. The hearing today did not make much progress, except for the fact that the court demanded a record showing where all Imran Khan's cases are being heard and where the cases are registered. A complete record of all these cases will have to be presented before the court. Let's see when the record is presented and what developments come from it. The second important case of Imran Khan was related to his request for early hearing of his death sentence appeal. And now, here's a little anecdote. The Chief Justice, Mr. Shahbaz Dogar, is not fixing the hearing of this appeal and the case is still with him. The early hearing request has also been left with him. So when the hearing occurred today, Salman Safdar, the lawyer, reached the court and emphasized that so much time has passed and there has been no hearing fixed for the death sentence appeal, let alone the main appeal, and that it should be fixed quickly. The petition was accepted and instructions were given for it to be fixed quickly. Now here's the interesting part. The Chief Justice issued instructions to himself to fix the hearing quickly. But of course, instead of giving a concrete date, the Chief Justice said that they would see when it could be fixed. Salman Safdar emphasized that a date should be provided, but he did not give any date. So the matter remains ambiguous. The Chief Justice mentioned that he would inquire with the registrar about the record and give a date accordingly, which is, of course, quite humorous. Salman Safdar's statements outside the court were also very significant. He pointed out that the way this case was made, everyone knows that the case should have been concluded in 15 to 20 minutes. That's why it hasn't been fixed for hearing yet. And the NAB court is not hearing it because they know they cannot dismiss this case. Awami Khan also made it clear that everyone can see the game plan. They want the death sentence in the Toshakhana 2 case to be pronounced first, and then this case will be fixed. Salman Safdar mentioned that even if the hearing is fixed for the Al-Qadir case, they will proceed with the Toshakhana case appeal as well, and both appeals will be fought simultaneously. An important point raised today was by Salman Safdar, who pointed out that Imran Khan now has 300 cases filed against him. That's a triple century while sitting in jail. Think about it. Logically, no lawyer can handle this many cases in 1 or 2 years and make decisions or secure bails for so many cases. Furthermore, these aren't regular courts. These are special courts created to dismiss cases, not provide justice. So, when you are fighting cases in such a system, how can we blame the lawyers? The question was raised about the legal team's performance and why Imran Khan is still in jail and the cases haven't been concluded. To this, Salman Safdar explained that the cases are difficult because they are politically motivated. It's not about whether the cases are genuine, everyone knows they are political. He said that while they are fighting these cases, they are dealing with other obstacles, and the courts are not exactly ready to provide justice. He admitted that they have won decisions in 299 cases, and now only the Al-Qadir case remains, which has resulted in a sentence. He's confident that once the case is fixed for hearing next week, Imran Khan will get bail. Salman Safdar mentioned that the delay in the Toshakhana case is deliberate. They want to finalize that case first before fixing the Al-Qadir case, because that case will not stand. Regardless of how corrupt the courts may be, they will eventually have to deliver justice in an open court. In his conversation, Salman Safdar also clarified that they have not requested bail on medical grounds for either Imran Khan or Bushra Bibi. He made it clear that no appeal for bail would be made on medical grounds or for any other reason, and that everything should be based strictly on the merit of the cases. Now let's move on to the current situation with the Toshakhana 2 case. Court reporters are telling us that a request for acquittal has been filed in the Toshakhana 2 case, but it hasn't been scheduled for hearing yet. The trial is almost at completion, and they are about to pronounce a sentence. But the acquittal request has not been heard. From this, we can infer that the Chief Justice has been appointed specifically to avoid justice and prevent cases from being heard. Whether the decision is right or wrong, they don't even want to schedule the case for hearing to keep the matter hanging and ensure that the person stays in jail. The Chief Justice of Islamabad High Court, who has been chosen carefully for this task, seems to be fulfilling this task, but his actions today were honestly beyond belief. In a case involving a female lawyer, Mazari, the Chief Justice used words that were honestly quite shocking. He scolded her openly and threatened her, calling her comments disrespectful. He even said that if she didn't stop, he would start contempt of court proceedings against her. When Mazari stood her ground and said that she had every right to express her opinion, the Chief Justice told her that she should be quiet. He even went so far as to threaten her husband, who is also a lawyer, saying that if he got a hold of her, there would be major consequences. This type of behavior, open threats in a courtroom, raises serious questions about whether such a judge can ever provide justice. It seems that the people in this regime who use this kind of language and have this mentality are the ones who are being favoured. These are the same people who have been appointed because they won't deliver justice, and they'll prevent cases from moving forward. This is the reality of the current system. Especially, they were brought in from numbers 15 and 16 and placed here, and they were also made the Chief Justice. For this, various arrangements were made so that there would be no hindrance for them legally, and after that, the entire environment is being set up for them. We are even hearing that the judges who are currently in Islamabad High Court are not at all ready to give them any respect. Efforts are being made to deal with that as well, so that they can be removed. This includes Justice Tariq Mahmood Jahangiri, whose fake degree issue had come up earlier. News is coming that his case is going to be fixed for a hearing again, and there is a possibility that he will either be suppressed again or removed. The efforts are to pressure him in any way so that the Special Chief Justice, who has been imported from Lahore High Court, faces no problems. There are also reports that actions are being taken against the remaining judges, such as transferring them, taking actions against them, and so on. The chosen and preferred judges with such a mentality, who openly use these kinds of words, are being ensured that they don't face any trouble in running their courts. They are not actually running courts, as it seems they have been tasked only with fixing cases. This is the reality of this regime, of this. On the other hand, a similar situation exists in the Supreme Court as well. There, Chief Justice Afridi was brought in, and as we know, the way he runs the court, everyone is aware. His own friends, his colleagues who worked with him for years, have now been forced to write letters publicly. Justice Mansour Ali Shah, whose right was taken by Chief Justice Afridi, as Justice Mansour Ali Shah should have been the Chief Justice. But Afridi took the seat through an unconstitutional amendment, and after that he has no remorse for his actions. Still, he sits there, but at least he should correct his attitude. Now, his situation is such that he has lost all sense of morality. There's no regard for friendships, etiquette, or any decency. He seems to have become someone who has no respect or regard for anyone. These small acts have started happening, like cancelling holidays, making sure a particular judge is not invited to a meeting, not assigning cases to certain people, and so on. Recently, Yale University has been inviting Justice Mansour Ali Shah for a lecture almost every year for the past 4 years, and he attends. This time too he received an invitation. However, when he applied for leave, his leave was cancelled by Chief Justice Afridi, just so that Justice Mansour Ali Shah could not give a lecture at the university. These actions are clearly designed to harass and corner someone, to show off authority. Look, I can do this. I believe this is quite petty. What difference would it make if he went to the university and delivered a lecture? Would the system be in danger, or would Chief Justice Afridi's position be threatened? Nothing would happen. He would have delivered the lecture and come back. But the real goal here is to harass and pressure him, to make him resign. Judges who don't resign, whether from the High Court or the Supreme Court, are being intentionally harassed and cornered with such tactics. But these judges say, fine, you can do what you want, but we will stand firm. They are determined to fight for their rights. As for the Supreme Court, who else is there whom they could bring in and make give a lecture? Many people may disagree with some of Justice Mansour Ali Shah's decisions, but one fact is clear and everyone agrees upon it, that he is one of the most learned men in law. No other judge even comes close to his grasp of the law, and especially if you look at Justice Aminuddin, whom they have made the head of the constitutional bench. Court reporters say he cannot even write a paragraph in English. His competence is questionable. On the other hand, judges like Justice Aisha Malik, Justice Sadar Minala, and Justice Mansour Ali Shah are internationally recognized and invited. Judges like Justice Baba Sattar are respected worldwide, but in our country capable and learned individuals only receive punishment. They are disrespected, which is the cycle we are witnessing. Now, regarding Imran Khan's tweet, he particularly discussed his wife and sister in detail. He expressed regret about how his sister, Alima Khan, was repeatedly targeted. He mentioned that neither she nor his wife, Bushra Bibi, are involved in politics, but they are being targeted just so that his message doesn't reach the people. He also discussed the false character assassination, cases made against his wife, and the severe mistreatment she had to endure in jail simply because she is his wife. He said that they were trying to break her down. While exposing the whole regime, he also conveyed a message to his own people in PTI, who had been fighting among themselves for days, claiming that Alima Khan was trying to hijack the party or become Imran Khan's successor. Some thought that Bushra Bibi's group was gaining strength. Imran Khan made it clear in a single paragraph that neither Alima Khan nor Bushra Bibi has any political ambitions, and the reality seems to reflect that. If you look at it, neither Alima Khan nor Imran Khan gave her any political role in the party. There was no announcement, no assignment of a position while Imran Khan is in jail. Yet, for no reason, people started making unnecessary speculations, targeting these women who stood by their brother or husband. I think PTI members should feel a little shame regarding this. They should realize that whoever is most active in seeking Imran Khan's release is the one they target. When Bushra Bibi was released for a brief period, she actively worked for Imran Khan's release and led the Long March. At that time, the media started circulating the idea that Bushra Bibi had taken control of the party. But she repeatedly clarified that she was only concerned with her husband's release, just as Kulsum Nawaz led a movement for Nawaz Sharif's release. Did she want to become the Prime Minister or the President of PMLN? No, she was just fighting for her husband. Similarly, Bushra Bibi's goal was not to become the Prime Minister, but to seek Imran Khan's release. However, her own party people also expressed reservations about this, and the issue did not stop there. When she was sent back to jail, Alima Khan started conveying her message. You should remember that this issue arose because it had to be conveyed through Alima Khan. As previously, it was always Imran Khan's spokespersons who gave briefings. I'm sure you remember Imran Khan's spokespersons like Faisal Chaudhry, Intizar Panjota, Niazullah Niazi, and sometimes Salman Akram Raja would handle the communication. But later, when the High Court ruled that no political discussions should be held outside, this situation developed. That wraps up our translation of Samina Pasha's video. I hope this English version helped you understand her message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.